In the Dune universe, Salusa Secundus is the third planet in the Gamma Waiping star system. It was initially the homeworld of the Imperial House Corrino, but when the royals migrated to the planet Kaitain, Salusa became a prison planet. Salusa is one of the only places in the universe where shigawire is grown. Shigawire is a metallic ground vine that was made into reels to transmit messages. It was noted for its extreme tensile strength. Salusa, like Arrakis, is a harsh place with extreme temperatures. Many wild beasts lived on the planet, and the terrains were difficult to traverse. The Zen-Sunni wanderers, who traveled throughout the universe and would later become the Fremen, spent 9 generations on Salusa as slaves, or so Fremen tradition claims. These wandering Zen-Sunni moved from world to world, seeking freedom from persecution and enslavement. The Zen-Sunni religion is heavily based on the Sunni branch of the Islamic religion, along with some Buddhist influences. Most of the history of the Zen-Sunni is lost to the Fremen, except to those who possess genetic memory. Once the royal court was on Kaitain, Salusa was chosen as a prison planet due to the harshness of the world. Anyone who was deemed a criminal of the Corrino Empire was imprisoned there. It is heavily implied that the extreme nature of Salusa was responsible for breeding the dreaded Sardaukar soldiers. Members of the Sardaukar were raised from a very young age in an intense natural environment. 6 out of every 13 died before the age of 11. Their training gave them formidable fighting abilities, which were thought to be a match for a Bene Gesserit adept, and they were experts at espionage. They were feared and renowned throughout the universe. The Sardaukar were the Emperor's own Imperial Elite Military force during the Corrino rule of the Empire. Even for all their renown, the Sardaukar faced a crushing defeat against the Fremen when Paul Atreides took the Imperial throne. On Arrakis, the Fremen were exposed to much harsher environments and much more discipline than the Sardaukar on Salusa Secundus. The Fremen had also been taught the Bene Gesserit weirding way by Paul, and as a result, they devastated the Sardaukar army. When Paul Atreides cast down Shaddam IV and took the throne, he promised the former emperor a throne on Salusa. He promised to transform the planet into a beautiful world. In truth, Paul did this to rob the emperor of his Sardaukar training grounds. Shaddam IV retired on Salusa Secundus and ruled over the planet with the majority of his household. Still from Salusa, Shaddam plotted against House Atreides, but failed in all his endeavors. The Dune Encyclopedia describes Salusa Secundus as a planet of grim ecological and social conditions, with temperatures ranging between -45 degrees and 60 degrees Celsius. The name of the planet implies that it is the second planet with the name. Since Secundus is Latin for second, there is likely a Salusa Prime somewhere else in the universe. The population of the planet had always been small. At the Battle of Corrino, when House Corrino ascended to the imperial seat, the population did not exceed 5 million. Many tribes waged perpetual war over iron lodes and scanty pasture lands. Dune and Salusa Secundus are in fact analogous. As Arrakis was to House Atreides and the Fremen, so was Salusa Secundus to the Sardaukar and House Corrino.